Writing the music for this EP actually started a really long time ago. In 2010, during one summer when I was studying music in Boston, there was a lot of inspiration around me, and I was getting to learn a lot about myself as well as a musician and as a person. And it was the first time in my life where I actually started seeing myself as more than a bass player. And when I came back, I was brimming with all of this excitement, enthusiasm, and inspiration. But as luck would have it, I didn't end up finishing the songs that I had started writing in Boston because I was sort of too busy with the sessions and the traveling. That kind of took over my life, and that's how I primarily, kind of made my money. And also, it's the path that I've chosen for myself. But it was during this one particularly lean off season where I took up cycling as a recreational hobby, and I was spending a lot of time by myself, literally inside a jungle, cycling day in and out. And it was during that time all the introspection led me to realize that I needed to finish the music that I had started writing almost 5 years back. And when it hit me that it had been 5 years, like it was literally like one of those moments that like an epiphany happened, and I was like, dude, I need to finish this for myself. So yeah, once I set that kind of goal in motion, it started unraveling itself, and that's when I started releasing all of our independent singles initially. And soon after, I got the opportunity to play a gig with Inalab, for which I was extremely lucky to get to play with the artist that I'd been really wanted to play with for the longest time. And I was even luckier that they agreed to be a part of the setup for good and not just for that one particular gig.
So what really stuck out to me about this entire set that he sent was how it all flowed from one into the other seamlessly, and it was almost like the soundtrack to this huge motion picture, which at that time no one was really doing. And especially in the scene here, I can't think of any other act which has a almost like an OST-esque kind of like a soundtrack. It's almost like a live soundtrack being played, and that's what floored me. It was just how unique the music was, how incredibly well arranged everything was.
My first impression when I heard that music was, shit, it's so big, it's so massive. And my first instinct was, obviously I want to play this gig. I mean, if I wasn't even available for this, I would have made time for this. So I give him a call again, and I'm like, dude, and I remember he had sent me Bonzo, and I was blown away with how massive it sounded. And I just said, yeah, I mean, I'm in for the gig.
The more we would jam for our gigs, the more the set would expand in terms of its intensity and the creativity, because all of the band members were bringing more of their own personalities and sound to it. And this became an even bigger driving force for me in terms of not just the creative vision, but also the vision for the band.
Check the feel. I love it. Like I wanted to say in the middle of the song that I love this part, and I was like, no, let me not spoil it.
Why not?
I don't know. Like it's like he's into a feel and we're all into a feel. We should not break it.
What in this part?
That I love this part. Like I was about to say that I love this part. So I don't want to spoil the feel by saying it.
No, it sounds really. I mean, it's like a very African woman sort of thing to do. So yeah, baby, something like that.
Oh, baby, I know I can do it. Yeah.
It's been an absolute honor playing with Archit, Suyash, Shruti, and Shashank. I want to give a big shout out to our families that have been so supportive during this time. OAF, our management, has been such an amazing driving force for us in terms of our visual aesthetics and our identity, especially during this time. They've been such pros, and I cannot wait to indulge into more creative debauchery within our band.